Happy January the 2nd, 2024.
Just have mostly smooth ride. Now the old one, 65, on maintain the 40.
So good afternoon to donate to my YouTube channel. Good afternoon. My name at Post Office Box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. If you want to donate to my YouTube channel. There's a bunch of YouTube people. It's on YouTube in Bakers, California. You have A1 Media. He just got off of his YouTube channel. And all he's using in his vehicle is his cell phone. While I'm using my computer and my cell phone. When I'm at home, I try to use my cell phone or my computer. I hope everybody had a great day. Hope not too many people got arrested on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. And if you're on here, hi Texas Angel. I've seen her on RD on the scene. I've seen her on Kern County Crime Watchers. I've seen her today on A1 Media. And I know it costs money to do live streaming. And some other people that does live streaming in California got police radios. But them things ain't cheap. A1 Media didn't have one. That's okay. Maybe he doesn't have the money for it. You know, he asked me what my YouTube channel was about. I told him I talked about buying a house, first-time home buyers through the USDA. I talk about other things, because, you know, since I'm retired, what else is there to do? Tomorrow, I have to go to my sugar doctor. Since I done my blood work right before Christmas. Sock, quit getting on Blackie. And, you know, I talk about my kitty cats, or my kids if you want to call them, because they act like kids and they're terrible twos. I'm out of cat food. I had to get some corn, green beans, tuna fish, and put some milk in a pan, stir it all up, and take it out to the outside cats. But tomorrow's payday for me. So instead of getting 2 bags of cat food at Rural King, which is in Jeffersonville, I think I get 3 bags. Then maybe at a dollar store, Family Dollar store, might get a small bag of meow. Probably do that tomorrow. Pay my bills. That's the first thing I have to do after I leave the doctor is put $20 worth of gas in my automobile. And from there, go to the bank, maybe take out some money where I can buy a couple lotto tickets. Then go to Tractor Supply and get that green bag of horse pellets. It smells like pine. That's one I use for my kitty cats. I just cleaned all the boxes out today. Since I went somewhere this morning, I bet I only got 2 hours sleep. I'm tired. But I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. So, you know, that's kind of funny. But the sun's out, and I don't know what the temperature is. I should have looked before I connect to Prism. I've been finding out there's a whole lot of people that's using Prism. But if you use it on a laptop, the way I understand it, and the people that comment it, you have to get your laptop made for gaming. I don't gamble, except when I buy the lotto tickets. So, you know, that's one thing, you know, you have to look at. Yeah, I'm looking on my computer. Nobody's in the chat yet. Ooh. But it's okay. I'll probably. Well, one thing I haven't figured out, it still has December 23rd, New Year's Eve. I haven't figured out how to do that on my cell phone. I don't want to mess with it. I might mess it up. It's not there. I think I figured out how to do that. So I think I got it changed.
Indiana, white male, last name Charles Ocean, Robert Ocean, Lincoln.
Huh.
Sam, first name Gus.
It don't show up on my computer.
0418.
Philadelphia 671 3050. Center load should be something worse than occasional like that, but I have that.
63614. I think it's the same address.
321 Cross Gimmer.
You all know it's January the 2nd of 2024.
73.
So,
1 o'clock, 7 Northwest Bounding, call 27, probably 2,000 feet below you.
but maybe I have to get off of my laptop and reboot Facebook. So, I'll do that. So, let's see what happens.
Breakdown at 34 degree, contact City Center, 1.55. 0.55, no average. 3436. 0330. American 2111. There should be no food.
But trying to hold your telephone and all that, it gets confusing sometimes. So, I want to thank, I picked up a few more people in my scribe. I want to thank you all, people at scribe. Now I'm up to 12. I believe I need 50, I guess. I don't know. So, what would people do without computers? Right, it's on my phone where I change it, but I rebooted YouTube on my laptop and it still shows that, well, that's okay. I'm a rookie. Everybody who does live streams or stuff and post stuff to YouTube, they're rookies. There's a whole lot of people who've been kind of nice out there, so you can't beat them. And if you all want to watch live streams, go to YouTube, RD on the Scene. Another one is Current County Crime Watchers. It's in Bakersfield. A1 Media, I believe he's in Bakersfield. Another one is White T-Shirt Media. They're in Bakersfield. There's one in Indiana, I forget the name of it, but I think it's in South Bend, Indiana. Let y'all know I'm about 18 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky. That's the part of Indiana I'm in. And I guess I'm in the southern part of Indiana. I'm an old man of 71 years old. Got diabetes. had 4 heart attacks, got sugar diabetes, and really, there's nothing I can really do. For me to cut my grass, at least I got some good loving neighbors. The first riding lawnmower was a John Deere tractor somebody gave my neighbor. It lasted a year, and I kept it inside of a metal shed. And it finally went to the graveyard, you could say. Then another neighbor across the road had a Troy-built rider. Well, so far I have put a starter, solenoid, new battery. It needs a drive belt. The mower deck's not too bad a shape, but it's okay. It cuts my grass. And Pepsi's not a sponsor of mine, but I like to, promote Pepsi Zero Sugar. If you got diabetes, they say, well, you can drink Diet Pepsi or a Diet soft drink. But I didn't really like the taste of Diet Pepsi. But thanks to Pepsi Company coming out with Pepsi Zero. I know when they first came out, you had to hunt for it. Maybe drive to a dollar store, Family Dollar store, and ask them to get it. Now they got it. Just like yesterday, I went to the Walmart up the road. They was out of Pepsi Zero and 2 liters, canned. They was out almost every Pepsi product. So why hasn't the Pepsi Company? I know they ain't selling that many Pepsis on Christmas week. I wouldn't think they would, but that's another question. You see where I type in my message? I guess it came on there. I don't know, but yeah, it's on there. To donate, my name, post office box, number 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. And another one who's not a sponsor, but I don't have the money to buy one. I like to have a Kubota tractor with a bucket on the front, which they call it Quick Connect, and a backhoe, and a rotary tiller on the back of it where I can make me another garden. Because Dad always teach me, take a shovel, turn it over, a big old pitchfork. But it's kind of hard when the doctor says you can't do it. But, that's, and grappling hook. I got, some of these limbs that falls out of the tree, I can't pick them up. So I can use a grappling hook and another chainsaw. I like steel, but it'd have to be 28 inches or bigger, because the chainsaw I got in my kitchen, it's a off-brand. I had one of their weed eaters, and that was a piece of junk. I should have knew better getting a chainsaw, the same name, but I'm not going to mention them, but it's only my opinion. But if anybody who lives in Clark County, Scott County, Floyd County, if you want some firewood, you can come and get it. Bring your chainsaw, your log splitter, cut it up, split it yourself. You can put the trash over in the pile, and I burn it. I'm giving it to you. Don't ask me. I have people say, well, you cut it up. You split it. If I'm going to give it away after doing that, I would have to charge you for it. 'Cause, I'm trying to give you something. I know you got some lazy people out there, but I'm offered to give it to you. If anybody around the local area got free dirt, I need a bunch of dirt where I can fill my yard in. I probably would have to wait for it to rain to show you my pond and my side and backyard. I need to raise it up maybe 3 inches, maybe. You know how many big dump truck loads that'll take. I wouldn't have this problem if it wasn't for the state of Indiana, also known as NDOT. I don't know when they built I-65. They built ditches along the expressway. Then they built a creek through the property where I live. And it goes through other people's property. Where it goes to, I don't know. But to me, NDOT is responsible. They made the creek. But they say that's my responsibility. How did I'm causing my yard to flood? You the one that made the creek. You made the ditch line to catch the water coming off of 65. Wouldn't you say that NDOT is responsible? So that's who I say it is. But if you're from Indiana and you know the right people, give them a call. I'm not going to tell you exactly. It's to keep, that's how come I said I'm close to the 18-mile marker. That's about the right area. But it's a good part of living out in the country. You can do almost anything you can. TV outside antenna's not too good because I got one of them. They said it was HD TV antenna. It's up maybe about 20 feet. But you need a good antenna like they had 60s, 70s, and 80s. That'd be about the best kind of antenna you got, because they made them good back in those days. Like I said, I'm about 18 miles from Louisville. When it comes summertime, you got trees that got leaves. I lose some of my TV channels like channel 21 and 24 if you're in the Louisville and Indiana area, so that's the problem. But, I went socks across my belly. And I want everybody to be careful out there. I got Pepsi Zero in my glass. And also tomorrow, after I get back paying all the bills, I'll run to Walmart, pick me up some fly traps. I have talked to other people close to me and part of Indiana. They've never seen flies that bad. I take my garbage out. I mop, sweep my floor, vacuum my hardwood floors, which I got to do some painting. Paint my hardwood floors. It was brown, but I'm thinking of painting my hardwood floors black. This is some of the things I want to do. Instead, it'd take a painter maybe one day to paint the whole house. It'd take me a couple of weeks because, you can only do so much, with my health problems. But, like I say, I watch A1 Media a while ago. His signal's not too bad, but he's doing the same thing I am when I'm on my cell phone. You know, he's got nothing fancy. He don't have a police scanner in his car, which he can in the state of California. It'll be nice. But you got other YouTubers out there. Track the Time with Tim. JBG Travels. He's a truck driver. I love watching him because I used to drive those big rigs. I know what he's doing. But mine was mostly a snub nose set my 67 white. No air seats, 10-speed transmission, no air conditioning, no sleeper. You had to always carry a board in there put across the seats. Leave the window crack a little bit where you get fresh air in there. I think it had a 250 Cummins, I think. You had to pull this knob out, then you can start it. Maybe that was a compression release or something. I can't remember. It's been too long ago. Used to haul new furniture for Perkins Furniture Company. They, made the furniture, and then they also made office equipment. I like to go out cruising around, but saving my gas to go to the doctor's office tomorrow is more important than paying my bills. I'm going to have to get me a plug where I can plug in my lighter. I try to find my other cord for this iPhone. I look where I usually put everything, but I can't find it. But one day when I'm hunting for something else, I'll probably come up find it. So I'm going to have to get another phone cord for my iPhone SE and get some kind of holder where I can mount it to either my window or up on my dash. I guess the dash would be easier to mount it where you can do this and that. So, But I still need more subscribers. Like I said, before I logged in, I'm up to 12. I want to thank you 12 people who've done it. God bless you all. Parents, before you go to work in the morning or night, whenever you go to work, tell your children you love them. Or tell your spouse you love them before you go to work. Anything that happens, you got crazy people driving, talking on the phone, texting on the phone, not paying attention. People, wake up. Pay attention before you really hurt somebody. Another thing, when I was looking at RD on the scene this morning, there was a wreck, but he couldn't get out because it was so foggy in Bakersfield. You can go to his YouTube he done this morning. Well, California, it's still morning. Yeah, it's about, it's 3 o'clock here, so it'll be about noontime. It was so foggy. And this guy stole a white, I think he said a Yukon, something like that. And the streets got those little metal boxes for your traffic lights. That person destroyed it. I think he had minor injuries from what Texas Angel said and Roger said. But, man, those Bakersfield workers, they got there and put a new box up and all this, but all the traffic boxes like it here in Indiana, the state of Indiana takes care of it. So, That's what they do. They take care of it. Clark County, Indiana don't do it. Ford County don't do it. You know, it's the state of Indiana that puts those boxers and stoplights up. But, I mean, like I say, you want to see how that Yukon looked, go to RD on the scene. It was white. It tore you-know-what out of the front end of it. Bakersfield Fire Department, thank you, firemen in Bakersfield, for the great job you done today. And they had to use the jaws of life to cut the person out. So, you know, when that person get released out of the hospital, he'd be cleared to go to the pokey or to jail. I don't know what California, I don't know if they take him to jail or do they take him to prison, which I don't know. And if you look at my comment, to donate, my name, Post Office Box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. I got some questions. I like to get me a better camera that I can use either in my house or in the automobile that can do live streaming, or maybe hook up Bluetooth. Well, GoPro, can I hook it up by Bluetooth? I remember reading, watching the video last night, but I slept since then. When you figure 71 years old, and you can't hardly remember anything. That's how come I got a calendar in my bedroom. I got a calendar in the bathroom where I write all the doctor's visits down. And all this. I got to do that. Sometimes I leave a note on my cell phone. Sometimes I forget how to do it. But, when I was a teenager, we didn't have computers. We didn't have cell phones. I think all we had back then maybe CB radios or walkie-talkies, stuff like that. Now everybody got a cell phone. I can see parents buying their kids a cell phone where you can keep track of them, or they can call you if it's emergency. I can see that. But how many of you out there watch Blue Bloods? When they have their Sunday dinner, no cell phones at the table. They be turned off. That's more of a family show. What happened to all the family shows? Like Dick Van Dyke Show, Bonanza, which is the Ponderosa, the Cartwright family, Ben, Adam, Hoss, Little Joe, and Hopsing. And I think they add another person. I think his name was Candy. People say, what kind of music do you like? Well, I grew up listening to country music. Like Hank Williams Sr., Conway Twitty Percy Sledge, Charlie Pride, Elvis Presley, the Monkees, the Beatles. I like some of that old-type music. I'll tell you a little story that happened to me back when I was in school. I forget how old I was. Maybe I might have my driver's license. I think that put me at 16, something like that. And some of you older people remember Woodstock. Janis Joplin. Yeah, I loved her too. She was a good person. I believe she died of a drug overdose. Jimi Hendrix. I saw them at Woodstock. But, you know, we left about a day early, real early in the morning to get to Woodstock. The rain, the mud, and all this. Well, that Friday, supposed to have been in school. The principal called my dad, asking where I was at. I think Dad told him probably went to give blood. But when I didn't come home for a couple of days, he knew I was all right. But I was at Woodstock. I had a good time. You know, you had marijuana, bottle acid, drinking alcohol, which I've been sober from drugs and alcohol for over 25 years, knock on wood. You all know what a case of beer costs now. Back when I was 15, 16 years old, you could buy a case of beer less than $2 with tax. You can buy gasoline back there then anywhere from 15 to 25 cents. I used to get $5 a week for my allowance. You know, I had to cut my dad's grass, take the garbage out, you know, like you're supposed to do to help your parents out. I got $5 a week. I took my 63 Chevy, I think it was Impala. It wasn't an SS. I believe it had a 283 automatic transmission. I take my $5, fill my car up, and then I went over to Louisville across the 2nd Street Bridge. That's one I call because they're at 2nd Street, but I think they call it Clark Bridge. Bought a case of beer. Drove back across the bridge. Got off at the Clarksville exit, the Eastern Boulevard. I think maybe that's either 2 or 4 mile marker or exit. I don't know. That's before you get over the bridge. Stopped there at Eastern Boulevard, came down, stopped at McDonald's, got me probably a Big Mac and a Coke. Everything was on $5. You can't do it today. So I'll probably make this a short video. I haven't walked up there in my mailbox because my little kiddos, they want to follow me up there. And I don't want them to follow me. I shoo them back. You know, like I say, my outside cats act like terrible human kids. Even that babies, they're getting awful smart. They see their brothers and sisters and uncles and all that. As soon as I open the door, bam, they're running. Mama cats, grandma, they all come running in. I got to shoo them out. Then when you get out on the porch, right outside the door, which I think I showed you that in a video. I showed you the outside of my house and some of my property. So, like I say, I love them kitty cats. They're my company outside during the summer. I sit outside. They come up, jump on my lap. And one of those baby cats, not baby, but the one that was born early in the summer, I picked him up. You know, I say it to him. It could be in a her, but when you got other brothers and sisters who look at the same, except the outside tiger, he don't have white feet. You have to look real close at him. And I picked him up before putting him back outside. He has his engine going. I bet that cat was breaking the speed limit. Man, his engine was loud. And you got cats, you know the sounds they make when they're happy. Knowing they got milk and food outside, but they know the inside cats get their food first. They want some fresh milk, some cat food, some tuna fish. They come running in, and I got to call them out, put them outside before I went somewhere and done my thing this morning. Like a doctor visit, but that's okay. But the most important doctor is tomorrow. That's my sugar doctor. So if you got diabetes, take care of yourself. If you don't like Pepsi, Kathy, Nancy, hush. Everybody hear you. You're going over the internet. You know you're not going out there with the Tomcats. I got too many babies. The more babies we got, look, come here. Say hi. Say hi. My name is Nancy. The more babies we got, the more food and the less food you're going to get. Think of it. You just want to go out there and see what's in the cat pack. I gave you all the cat food I had left. Until tomorrow. She'll be home by lunchtime. Maybe. Just have to wait and see. But, just y'all pay attention when you're out there driving. I wish, I could do it in the mobile, but there's a few things I have to get. I can't see the comments. I don't know how you see them on a cell phone. Yeah, dummy me. I had to hit the smiley face and show chat. That is stupid. But, I'm old for it. I'm not that smart up here on cell phones, computers. But I like to use my computer to live streaming. But if any of you watching it, what does that prison mirror mean? What does that do for the prison live chat? I can't do that. It won't let me because I think it says something about the graphics card or HDR card or something. And some people that's watched the video, sent me a message, however they do it on YouTube, stating you got to get another laptop that's made for gaming, or you have better graphic card, and HDR or whatever it is. People let me know, would I be better off where I could get a bracket and sit on top of my laptop for a GoPro? I don't know. The newest one, I guess, is the 12. And if I heard that right, he said the GoPro can go Bluetooth. So does that mean, can I hook it up to my cell phone by doing Bluetooth? Or do I have to download a GoPro app? Hey, I'm not that smart up here. But thanks to RD on the scene, A1 Media, who's running prison. A1 Media helped me understand more about using prison on my cell phone. He mentioned a few things, that helps out quite a bit, because everybody's a rookie. That's why, that's how I was raised. Help people out, no matter who they are or what they done. Help them out. Because that's what God wants you to do. He wants you to help people out. If I was a millionaire, I would buy some property. You all seen these videos of tiny homes. You know, it'd be good to have just a one bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen all in a tiny house. Meow. Nancy, hush. You know what happened? Just like kids, when they act up, they get their butts spanked. You're not going out. I can't give you milk. Because the outside cats, they don't have any problems. They eat mice. But Nancy's up there in the window. She has an older sister, which is Alex. Yeah, Alex is her big sister. She's the firstborn of Margaret. So, you know, that's a little bit about my life, some of it. Used to drive an 18-wheeler. I worked in a cemetery cutting grass, weed eat, spray poison around a tombstone. I have helped people carry the casket of a person who passed away because maybe they did not have enough people. And I'm going to tell you about this one funeral director. It's down in Jeffersonville, Indiana. I think it's Gar Funeral Home. Could be wrong, but that's sticking in my mind. It rained that day. You know, the family appreciate helping out on the casket. Well, you can guess what happened since that's raining. He fell down the mud. Got his britches all dirty, and he said a few words which I can't repeat on here. And he called my dad, who's in charge of the cemetery, this and that. So I don't want them to help us carrying a casket unless they're a suit and tie. Can you see someone cutting grass in a suit and tie at 80 to 100 degrees outside? That guy was crazy. One day I was cutting grass out there. This funeral director, the one I mentioned, cut grass. I was cutting grass and had a funeral. It was in the back part of the cemetery by the woods. Well, some of the people who dug the grave came up to me and said, "You got jumper cables?" I said, "Yeah, who's it for?" He told me, he said, "Nope," because I didn't like the way he treated me, calling my dad, telling me I need to be a suit and tie. I said, if you want somebody to treat you good, you treat them good. You know. And he treated me bad. They didn't pay me enough money to cut grass. I think it was, well, when my dad died, I was making about $6 an hour. Draw unemployment during the winter time. But that didn't pay me enough. And some people wish that I come back. Because, you know, when you put the dirt on top of the concrete vault or the asphalt vault, you pack the dirt down all but 4 edges, especially on the end, because it's a little bit longer. You pack that dirt down. You walk it down. You put good dirt on it, not the bottom dirt as they do now, at least in Charlestown, Indiana. And the guy that got cutting grass now, he don't know how to take care of it. I complained to him. I complained to the funeral home director. You know, I took I don't know how many bags of topsoil, put it on the grass seed, put straw on it. When you put straw, the way I've done it, you cut around it. You don't run over top of it. You blow your grass seed. that idiot that's cut the grass, he does it. I was ready to get in a cat fight. That was my mom's grave and my dad's grave. That really made me P.O. But I do go up there and throw some fertilizer on it, throw some more grass seed to make it look green. I got to go up there about springtime, take me a bucket and soap and some brush and another bucket where I can rinse the soap off of it. My brother's not doing anything, that no good you know what, but karma get him. He owes me over $90,000. Maybe more since my sister died. So if he didn't even pay he didn't pay anybody for it. You could never afford it. We're supposed to buy the other two out. That's how it was in the will. But I can't fight him. His lawyer's free. I probably have to pay $1,000 or more. And the will, when somebody dies and have a will, you have to probate it at the courthouse. That's where I had the first one. Well, since my brother wanted me out of the house, he had me arrested, and I got kicked out. Lost all my paperwork. Lost the paperwork on the will, my mom and dad, and how everything was supposed to be divided up. You know, he get what's coming to him. He owes me way over $90,000. The house is worth over $200,000. Maybe he has to pay me half of it would be $100,000. To me, he owes me more than that. I ain't counting what he stole out of the safety deposit box after Dad died. I even have a life insurance policy that Dad and Mom got when I was a baby. When you reach a certain age, it's paid off. You don't have to pay no more. I bet 2-1 he cashed that in. And every school district, but when I was in elementary school, for not missing any days of school, say the first semester, you got a silver dollar. Second semester, no missing days of school, you got a silver dollar. For the whole year, you didn't miss none. You got a total of 3 silver dollars. Is my figures right? 6th grade, that's 18 silver dollars. I had some of them written down. 1 silver dollar is worth more than $5,000. Nancy! And I had about 2 rows of Mercury dimes. You know they was worth money. If you remember John F. Kennedy, I had 2 rows of Kennedy half dollars. So that means what? $20 worth of Kennedy half dollars. They was silver. They didn't have this copper stuff in it. So then I count maybe $10 worth of wheat pennies. I could have one of them real old pennies. I ain't got them now. I had a bank bag that had marbles in it that I collected. I had baseball cards. My brother got every bit of it. You know, hot water, that's where he's going. He's going to go to the hot water. But, you know, but the sun's out, so I got to be close to. Oh, well, on my computer it says 37 and mostly cloudy. But that can't be right because the sun's out. That got to be at least 40. I think I went a hawk flying across in the sky. I might have to get me a bag of bird seeds. Time to fill my bird feeder up before it gets wintertime. And I can't wait until summertime. I guess you all in Bakersfield probably got hummingbird feeders out. I don't know what the temperature. I think somebody said it was about 38, 40 up there yesterday. To me, that's cold. The hummingbirds then went south for the winter. Nancy! I'm going to go out and get one of them cages and put you in it. I got to put you in timeout. Like I say, these cats are worse than kids in their terrible too. Maybe if I had one or two, wouldn't be bad. I started out with Barry and Mama Tina, who was a Siamese cat. For a Siamese cat, she was a very good mama cat. You know, mama cat's protective of the babies. Mama cats have places where you go to have a baby. But Mama Tina, every time, yeah, but socks, I'm talking about your mama. Every time she had a baby, she would jump up on the bed, tap me on my shoulder for me to raise the blanket up. And Mama Tina go underneath the blanket. Sometimes she does it to keep warm, but a few times she got underneath her to keep her babies warm. But she was a good mama cat. If I had another mama cat, she would go in there and push her out of the way, or mama cat decided to go get something to eat. Mama Tina would jump in there and start cleaning them feet. Like I say, I've never seen a mama cat like her, but because she was a good mama cat, even a good stepmom to them. Just like outside, Mama Blackie, she brought 4 of her babies over here because they crossed the road. And some of her babies got killed following Mama across the road. And I guess Mama Blackie understand me. I said, Blackie, leave your babies here. They'd be better off. They always have food. They got a place to go. They won't get killed. I think she finally realized it because the house where she was going back, she moved. She lost her old man, and the stepdaughter kicked her out of the house, which Karma's going to come back and bite her too, the stepdaughter. She was a good neighbor. You know, I go walking, I stop in, talk to her, feed her cats and a few other cats that comes over to visit, because they had a few female cats. You know, feed the animals. I know Dad, he used to ask the farmers for ear of corn. He'd take ear of corn, maybe he had a big bag full. He'd take it up to the cemetery, put them around certain trees to feed the squirrels in the wintertime. And I'd done that after Dad died, got some corn, sit it out there to feed the squirrels, just like my dad did. So, that's one I like. So, I fixed me some cinnamon rolls. Instead of keeping them in the oven, the last time I kept them in the oven, I don't know which cat it was. I got a feeling it was Timothy McGee. I don't know, Timothy McGee from NCIS because I like him. I had, I think, 3 of those cinnamon rolls left. Went in there to get some more. The oven door was down, and they done ate all 3 of those cinnamon rolls. So now I got them on a plate, got them in the icebox. So I teach them ignorant fools to take my food. They're animals. They're not supposed to eat people's food. I buy tuna fish for my kitty cats. I don't like tuna fish. I do buy hot dogs and sauerkraut. My son don't like it. But I was raised with hot dogs and sauerkraut. I had an old girlfriend years and years ago. She got Polish sausage. You know, if you ever been to a county fair or state fair, they got Polish sausage with peppers and onions and all of that. And I fixed that one day for my mom, God rest her soul. She was 101 when she passed away 2 days after her birthday in February. And I fixed her some of it. She loved it. She wanted some more, so I gave her some more. I don't know if she ever had that before. Have you all ever had any? I don't know if you're from Kentucky or I don't know if you all ever heard of it. They call it bagoo. You get a big black orange skin, one of those big ones. You have all kinds of meat, deer meat, hamburger, raccoon meat, all in there with your corn, your beans, start over with a hot heat. That didn't taste bad. Even had lamb in it. The first time I ate lamb, I could tell the difference between that and cow or moose or raccoons. I grew up eating raccoon hamburgers. Because I don't know if it was either New Washington, Indiana, or Marysville, Indiana. I don't know if they still have the coon supper. If you know what you're doing, you ain't going to know. You think it's a regular hamburger. I tasted deer hamburgers. People didn't know how to fix it. But it tastes like hamburger. That was good. And people, I'm not one, I don't like fish. My Uncle Pete, he had one of those outside cookers that you got oil. He used that Cajun mix. I don't know if the fish came from Florida or Canada. He had property in both places. When he was cooking that in that oil, it didn't smell like fish. Just the smell of fish make you sick. Guys, if your wife is pregnant, you have the morning sickness too, like I had with one of my wives. Man, I was throwing up, couldn't stand this. I had cravings for this and that. That fish didn't make me sick. And I started eating that fish, and Uncle Pete looked at me, he said, "Tom, you know what you're eating?" I said, "Yes, Uncle Pete." I said, "It don't taste like fish. It tastes like hamburger." I guess because of the Cajun mix and everything that he used to fix it. And anybody who ever watched PBS, I think the guy's dead. And because I don't see his show on PBS anymore. He's always done them cooking shows, Cajun style, gumballs and this and that, using all the Cajun. Man, he wants to make you where you want to eat. He knew, but I don't know if they would have to pay his wife or family some money for PBS. I kind of love those socks up in the window. Hi, socks. Hi, baby. I got to put my kitty cats in the video because I know there's pet lovers out there. He's probably 10, 12 years old. If he was outside, he'd probably been dead by now. Because outside cats don't live too long. They either got run over by cars, trucks, you know. People say, oh, there's a cat, let's play tag. Man, it makes me mad. I could shoot him for it. To me, that's murder when you deliberately run over a cat. You know, I love my animals. They're like my kids. You know, if I see you hit a cat or a dog, I almost hit a deer. I'm glad I didn't leave 5 minutes earlier because my car would probably be in the tow-in lot. But when you go down the road, you know, move your eyes around, look to both sides. Even on the interstate, I've seen deer in pieces that got hit by an 18-wheeler. That's how come you see some of those big bumper guards they got on there just to keep from hitting a deer or maybe a moose, depends what state they're in, or maybe Rudolph. You know, it happens. You know, be careful. I'm going to do this again. My own sponsor is Pepsi Zero Sugar. I'm drinking it out of a can because it's on ice. But Walmart didn't have, like I said, didn't have the 24 carton. They didn't even have the 12-pack. So Pepsi's falling on their job up at the Walmart in Scottsburg. Even some of the grocery stores didn't have it. I know they not selling that much soft drinks on for Christmas. So I don't, they had plenty of bread, they had plenty of milk. Every time I go to the store, I buy 2 gallons of milk. I drink maybe a glass a day because of the vitamin D I'm short of. But I got one of those big pitchers. I fill it up with hot water and dump the regular milk in it. I say it drops it down maybe to 2%. I know when I was young, was it Carnation or somebody had that powdered milk? I know I used to drink it a few times when I was younger. I might look for it the next time Will you either stay there in the window socks? Maybe look for that Carnation milk. Or maybe if I go in and I say, did you have a box of that Carnation milk? I know they got them in cans. But, I'm going to, if I remember right, it came in a big box. That might be cheaper. I could buy, when my cats was little, I would go to a local grocery store, buy goat's milk. Oh boy, did them baby kitty cats love goat's milk. That's what I do, start out baby kittens, get them away from mama, give mama cat a break. I buy goat's milk, kind of warm it up for it. Then it's no problem. Now they go crazy for milk. They go crazy for food. The outside cats will probably get some chicken. Like I say, I cannot fry chicken. But there is some good men cooks out there that can fry chicken real good. I try to fix it like my mom. I can't do it. I can get shake and bake and put it in the oven. That's what I used to do when I raised my daughter and my son. I get shake and bake, and I use that. You know, boy, that chicken tastes good. There's something else you all can let me know in the comments. I don't see anybody make a comment. I don't see how many's in the room. Unless there's another button on my cell phone that I need to see if anybody comes in. I don't see it on my laptop. Somebody said, well, if you do it on your cell phone, you need another source to log in to YouTube where you see the comments. And A1 Media was using his cell phone, I guess, on a bracket and a cable running to his cigarette plug. He had a few problems today. I don't know what interstate. I thought he said the Grapevine. Anybody's from Bakerfield, you can let me know. And I know you got dead spots everywhere on a cell phone. I'll give you a little education about cell phones, how they work. You know, if you're an amateur radio person, they use repeaters. If you got scanners out there in the United States that listen to amateur radio, you know, they go through repeaters instead of simplex. Like you got a CB radio and you talk on channel 19, which that's kind of truck driver's channel. That's what you call simplex. Okay, cell phones is like a repeater. They have a computer that switches everything, internet, your data, your texting, and you got radios in their little room they built, with all the different frequencies. And you can look it up. They use what they call microwave frequencies up in the 1.2, 2 gigahertz. And you can ask any ham operator wherever you live at. That's a line of sight. If you got buildings between your hills, between your trees, between you, you're going to have a few, not too good a reception. Go back to the old days when they first came out with a cell phone, either in your car, your little black bag with a little stubby antenna. I believe they used to operate on a frequency of 150. I think it's 152. I could be wrong. It would be 155 or 154. That's up in the police frequencies. And you go a whole lot farther. But I guess these cell phone companies was, get 4G, 5G, this and that. But microwave frequency is a line of sight. You might be a mile or 5 miles. When you're driving on the interstate, you see how many cell towers there is. That's the bad part about up in the gigahertz frequencies. I think maybe now they're up to 2 gigahertz. I'm not sure. The person I know used to work for a cell company. He explained everything. And he was a good ham operator. I think he either retired from the Air Force or Navy. I forget which one of the two. I'm thinking it's Air Force, but I'm not sure. And he worked putting police radios in. Then he went to work for a cell tower, fixing up the cell towers where we all could talk. But I kind of would like to thank him, but he's up in heaven. Then he went to work for the Indiana State Police. Police putting radios in their tower area, putting the microwave frequencies, setting all this up while the local ISP does. He also worked on what is required by law now all over the United States that Homeland put up, but I see that California didn't do what the law requires them to do on the P25 800 digital. Because I've seen on Bakersfield Scanner, if you like that site, I see all the different frequencies, which under Homeland Security, FCC rules, they break the law. And every time you transmit, I think it's $20,000 fine. That's how here in Indiana and parts of Kentucky got the P25 800 digital. So you go from one county to the other county, you would have to have another radio to contact that police department. People think back to the 9/11 day when that happened. You had a police department, you had the EMTs, you had the fire department. They all was on different radio systems. They couldn't communicate with each other. That's how Homeland Security said all police departments, fire departments, ambulance, you all have to switch over to P25 800 digital. But maybe it don't include California. But they supposed to be under Homeland Security. They're supposed to be P25 800 digital. But when I go to Radio Reference, I do see it on some of the police frequencies in California. Like CHP, I forget what channel it shows, maybe 17 on the Bakersfield Scanner, which is 42.500. That was one of the Indiana State Police frequency, which they call that low band. Then you got VHF, very high frequency. Then you had UHF. Now they got 800 megahertz. Like in Clark County, you got Utica Police Department, Fire Department. Clarksville Police Department and Fire Department. You got Jeffersonville, Clark, and Charlestown Fire Department. You got Henryville Fire Department, Salisbury Police Department and Fire Department. You know, since they all switch over to 800 digital, you got one central point. Like when you call into 911 in Clark County, that goes into central dispatch. I don't know how it is in other states. They have a radio for the fire department and ambulance and one for the police department. But all the police departments in Clark County can hear the other police department talk. Same thing with ambulance people. They can hear that. You know, you don't have to have 5 different radios. I know like KSP, Kentucky State Police. They got one for UHF, VHF, low band, you know, They haven't followed the rules over in Kentucky. There's a reason that Homeland made that rule after 9/11, where you wouldn't have any problems communicating with other police departments in your area, the fire department, like this. Just like in Bakersfield, thanks to RD on the scene and other people that live streams there. You get in pursuits. Or in LA, they can hear each other. And they know where the other police officers is when they chasing that hot rodder who's running from them like an idiot. So that's how come somebody breaking the Homeland Security law, but the government had, after 9/11, you had maybe 2 to 5 years to put them new radios in your cars, your base station. Then they came around and changed it here, at least in Clark County, that instead of, because that costs a few dispatchers their job. Then they moved everything into the central location, central alarm. So they have dispatch that got the computers, this and that, and all that. But sometimes, how many of your people out there have called 911? It's busy. Well, they haven't answered. There have been a few times that I called 911 because it was an emergency. It was busy. How many phone lines, people who works out there for 911 that's on YouTube? Like Bakersfield, I know that's a big city. How many 911 phone lines do they have? Or does it have a switching station where you have another phone number? I'm not sure on that. That's how come I put it up there. It's time to put my donation out there to donate my name, Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. Also, hit that subscribe bell. You hit the bell, then hit it again, and then say all notifications. Then hit that, you get all notifications. Then hit your thumbs up. Like I said, there's other YouTubes I watch, like Track the Time with Tim, JBG Travels. He's a truck driver. I watch White Shirt Media. I watch RD's On the Scene, Kern County Crime Watcher. Go watch him. I think Kern County Crime Watchers is on maybe twice a week. So you have to ask RD On the Scene what days they on. I think it's twice a week the last time he mentioned that. So, you might want to ask RD on it because it's run by him and his daughter and son-in-law. So you might want to ask Roger about that. So, I got to get up. You know how it is when you're sitting in bed and your old bones gets to you, so that gets to you. I gotta get up and stretch. See if I can show you my out my bedroom window here. See, there's this creek out there, and if you look up on the road, it's one of the black cats. I don't think it's Mama. I don't think it's LB. She's coming back this way. It's one of the baby black cats. It's not LB, it's one of the babies. But that's, I know the other cat's running. She had a mouse. That's the funny thing about them cats. If one catch a mouse, they all come running. They want to eat the mouse. I got some good outside mouse catchers. But that's okay. But no matter, even if you live in the country, but I don't know, city like Bakersfield, do you all have mice that gets into your house up there, in Bakersfield? Like I say, I don't know. I know around here in Clark County or anywhere out in the country in Indiana, I know out in the country, you're going to have a mice problem. That's how come you need kitty cats. You can take them a little food out in the morning, but let them go out and catch them mice. One of these female cats I got in here is a mouse catcher. But how they get in, I look for holes, unless I'm blinded to bat, which the only time I need my glasses is when I read things, but I keep them on because I've set them down. I forget where I put them. I'm going to have to get my son and me. We're going to have to make an appointment at the doctor's eye doctor where we can get the eyes checked. I haven't been to an eye doctor maybe 2 years, 3 years. I'm past due. And anybody got diabetes and you wear glasses, you can go back every year. So I have to go back because, I can have YouTube up on my TV and see the messages I get, but that TV may be 6 foot away and it's hard to read unless I get my binoculars out and read it, but I don't want to do that. So I've been on here for 1 hour and 27 minutes and 12 seconds. So, like I said, you can make your donation. You can go to the post office and get your post office money order because them things are easy to cash. If it's not too big, I know they got a limit on a money order. I think $300, $500, I don't know what it is. You can send a donation. People said, what you like to eat? Well, anybody who's a diabetic know about Ozempic. I take that once a week. That's one thing, my taste buds is not like it used to be. I love pizza, but I don't eat it. I love the 61 pounds plus I lost. I don't want it back. And, you could send it to me and tell me what you want me to use it for. Maybe buy a better camera or better computer. Which you look on wherever you go, like Best Buy, Walmart, places like that, and look at those gaming laptops. They're not cheap. I'd rather be on my laptop doing my live videos because when I see about prison, you can have a window for your chats. You can have a window on the accounting. You can have a window for 2024. But when you don't have the right computer, it's kind of hard. And anybody who watches this video knows anything about GoPro. I've been looking at YouTube videos on the GoPro 12 unless they got another one, the Bluetooth system. Does that mean I could hook that GoPro 12 up to my cell phone and stream live by using the GoPro? I've seen some features on that I like, but I can't afford a GoPro. I did see one thing. The thing you can put on your head that while you're walking. I think they had a microphone you can put on your shirt where they can hear your voice or something like that. But I'm rookie when it comes to that. So, you can recommend. I'm not telling you what soft drinks. That's just what I like to drink. I started out back in the 50s drinking Coke. I mean, the regular Coke, not the drug Coke. And if you remember, people take cocaine and all this now, and you know what that does to you. But it's nothing like it was, You didn't get high drinking Coca-Cola back there then. I felt pretty good, drank more of them, so that, I used to drink, you thought me drinking 100 cans of soft drink, I bet in a month I probably drank 200 Cokes back there then, but I think the FDA or whoever controls that told them to take it out. But Coke don't taste the same. I believe the only place you can buy that Coke is probably from Mexico. I believe. I'm not sure on that either, but I wish Coca-Cola would put everything back in it the way it was. People didn't get high like they do on regular Coke. I'm talking about cocaine. I'm not, I'm against any kind of drugs, but in a soft drink, you didn't get high. You didn't threaten to kill people. You didn't get out there and drive drunk. But it was a good soft drink back there then, so. But, it was a good soft drink back there then, so you can't beat it. But, Pepsi's not a sponsor of mine. They probably would be if I was, on regular YouTube and I get be advertisement, but right now, the way it is, there's no advertisement in my video except one I put there. And, like you heard me earlier say, another thing I like, they're not a sponsor, is a Kubota tractor with a bucket, which I've seen videos with a quick attachment. All you go up there pulling two handles out, I guess push it down, then you can go to your next instrument like a grappling hook that up, then lock both ends down and plug your hoses in. I've seen them just attach a backhoe. I think that'd be kind of complicated for this old man to have a rotary tiller on it. I do use a steel weeder, the kind of like got the motorcycle on it. I think they call it a FS1 or something. But the blade that comes with it, I don't think too much. That's what that hardware store told me I needed. Like a saw blade. So I'm going to look at a regular saw blade that you put on a skill saw and see if the holes line up. Maybe I can buy one of them, be a whole lot, excuse me, better. But I still haven't seen anybody like I said, I'm on YouTube on my computer. I can see any message, live chats. So I don't see any of that. So if anybody don't know what day it is, if you like me, you might think it's Sunday. Well, it's Tuesday, January the 2nd of 2024. My time is 4:06. Let's see if I get it right. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 3 hours different from California time. I want to give a shout out to Texas Angel. Hello, Texas Angel. She said she will watch. You know, everybody asks what I talk about. A1 Media, but, you know, I got nothing to do. I'm bored here. You know, I'm just, passing time away. If that was summertime, I'd be out walking, show you the 65, and show you a few other things. But it's too cold, and I can't wear a mask. If I wear a mask, then I won't see where I go, because when everybody wore a mask and you wear glasses, what happened? Didn't your glasses fog up? That's exactly what happens to me. Every time I put a mask on, it fogs up. If I fall at 71 years old, I'm going to break some bones. I'm too old for that. So I'm just telling you, that's how I feel. But it's okay. I'm just giving you some things. And you can leave comments or however you have to do it. What you like for me to talk about? I might do live videos in my car. Maybe. I gotta get another cord for my iPhone SE. I gotta get a cigarette thing to plug into my outlet. Then I have to get a mount. I guess you get a mount that will stick to your dash. I don't know. So, that's one of the things I have to look at before I do live videos in my automobile. It will be fun in the wintertime when there's Blackie. Hi, Blackie. What? Yeah, I love you too, baby. Yeah. What? Well, you get your tuna fish after a while. I love my cat. He's Wildcat's baby, wherever she is. Oh, she's up on top of my hard drive for my cameras up there. But I can't understand, I mop my floors, I use bleach, before I use Dawn dishwashing liquid, you're going to have fleas. So I use all, I keep my cat boxes clean now. Get off of my computer, Socks. Bad boy. I know you're the old #1 tomcat, but you done taught Nancy how to sneak out the door. You supposed to teach him how to be good to Daddy and stay in here and mine, because you're the #1 cat. See, I talk to him like I do my children, which they're all grown up. I got, let's see, great-grandkids. I got grandkids. I know I got great-grandkids. I don't think I got any great-great-grandkids. I don't think. I haven't been told if I have. So, But you all have a good day. I might be back on here tonight. I might try my laptop, see if I get the counter and see if I get, done it. But I like to know what that prism mirror is. Because if you look at RD on the scene, he got this little, I guess you call it a bird up in the right corner. Or he can scream stuff on the bottom of his screen like his buddy who's a tow truck driver. I forget his name. But if you like to listen to police scanners, you live around Bakersfield, if you just like to listen to police, it's not your area. If you want to know what's going on in Bakersfield, California, go to YouTube. Look up Bakersfield Scanner. And he or she, like I said, I don't know who owns it, does a live feed. I guess at midnight, he turns it off. I guess, because I know about midnight, which here it'd be about 3 o'clock. After RD gets off of the scene, I go to the other live streamers, because I got nothing to do. I'm bored. You can only do so much stuff. My son gets on me for, Dad, what are you doing up cleaning the house up, or washing the dishes, or washing clothes, taking a bath, doing all kinds of stuff. That's okay. I love him to death. There's Margaret. Say hi there. There's Margaret. That's the #1 mama cat. She's doing her hoochie coochie thing. And Alex, that's Alex up in the window. Alex, say hi to everybody on YouTube, Alex. That's Margaret's firstborn. So, hit that subscribe bell. Hit it again. Then click on all notifications. Then I'll go with thumbs like. And if you send any donation, what kind of gift card? I don't eat like I used to. We got Kroger's around here. When you got diabetes, you got to watch what you eat. So, that's how come I gave you my post office box. That's where all of my mail goes. Because if you live out in the country, I know some cities got mailboxes out next to the road. How many times you lost your mail? I might put it on Twitter, but I don't go by this name. I think on Twitter, Billy Jack 2682 006. I think is one I go on Twitter by. So I should have posted on there to let people know. But when you're a rookie and you're 71 years old, not thinking too straight, that's how come I'm asking you for help about YouTube. I did find out that I do need a better laptop where I can stream better. They said I need a gaming computer, which they said it got better graphics. So that'll work. So, and I don't know how RD on the scene or White T-shirt media does. I think they got this police scanner in there. I believe Roger got a computer in there where he can see everybody who checks in through Facebook and YouTube and whatever channel they got out there. I see Prism got Twitch. I haven't played with it much. So, that's another thing I'm not sure of. But people use Facebook. I do not like Facebook. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent. Man, if I was on Facebook, I'd be in Facebook jail every day. You know, I got a friend, he gets at least in Facebook jail at least once a month. Like he posted something from a local TV station. You know them people that does those checks, I guess they said it don't meet the guideline. The news media said that. And they don't meet they violating my First Amendment rights. So I hope some billionaire goes out there and buy Facebook and make Facebook like Twitter. I think that Mr. Musk, or whatever his name is, thank you for buying Twitter. The only complaint about Twitter, when you text something into the message, you only get a short little thing. I know Facebook, I want people to show me you can do long, but maybe there's a reason for it. But I don't get on Twitter that much. But I do get on TikTok. I don't even know how you go live on TikTok. I've seen people on TikTok live, but I haven't figured that out. But I'm having a good time here on YouTube. I used to do my videos, upload it to YouTube. If it's a short video, it won't take it long. But a video like this, it take 8+ hours. So if you can live stream, that's good. People don't give up. There's somebody out there in that world help you. I'm asking for you all's help. How can I be a better streamer? What do I need in my automobile besides a cell phone? What kind of camera do I need to, do it? Do I need a GoPro 12 or whatever the newest one they got? Do I need a computer where I can see everything? I'm new at this. Anybody don't never send cash in the mail because somebody will steal it like nobody's business. If you want to send me a new computer, you got it in the comments, my post office box. They got a big post office box, so maybe it's 12 by 12 where they can put big stuff in it. And, I like to have a new laptop. This one's a HP with Windows, I think 10. I don't know, it's about maybe 5 years old, I think. So I recommend if you go get a money order, get a post office. Because a bank will have no problems cashing it or putting it into a savings account or escrow account or anything like that. That'd be no problem. A regular money order, I've seen over the years, since I'm 71 years old, I've seen people counterfeit them. Then after you deposit, I think you have to wait 7 days, business days. So, I like to be a better YouTube. Better YouTuber. If any of your ladies or gentlemen got any things that you want me to talk about, I tried to do my best, but it has to be PG. Rated PG. So, make your donation, whatever you want. I guess it's a tax write-off. I'm no tax person. But some people I've talked to that does live stream videos that, it is a tax write-off. And I would love, like I said, I would love to have a Kubota tractor with a bucket, backhoe, grappling hook on the front, skill chainsaw 28-inch or bigger. But I'd rather have that tractor because there's work I got to do around my house. I got a creek in the backyard I like to clean out and stuff like that. So I want to give you time to go. Well, it's not even supper time here. Well, it's 4:21 Eastern Standard Time. So I guess it is getting close to my supper time. But, I watch what I eat, fruit. And my son calls it rabbit food. You know what that is? Salad. Which I got to get some. I might do that tomorrow since I have to go to the doctor and pay some bills. Might have to stop at the store. Like I say, I got an iPhone SE. It's red. I don't know what kind of mount thing that you need to put in your car. I got a Toyota, about 2011. I got a cigarette lighter cord run out to my battery because these idiots that make these cars got those little tiny fuses. And I said, why come my cigarette lighter quit looking? Got a flashlight. It's hard for me when you got back problems, arthritis, to look. Found out one of those prongs broke off in it. I guess that means I have to take it to a Toyota dealer and pay him whatever to pull that out and put a new fuse in. But I got a cigarette lighter thing run out to my car, to my battery. So I want to thank you all. You have a great day. Thank you, RD on the scene. Thank you, A1 Media, for helping me out today. And thank you, Texas Angel. Like I said, if you got any good ideas, like I say, I'm passing my time. It's too cold to go outside. I might do some live streams in my mobile, especially when there's snow. It's fun seeing people slide off and stuff like that. So that's one thing I forgot to ask A1 Media. When you're in your automobile, when you're driving, do you have a microphone attached to your cell phone, or does the audio pick it up real good? See, I don't know. See, that's how come I'm asking those questions. So I would say, God bless you. Don't drink and drive. Parents, tell your kids you love them. Give them a hug, because anything can happen with the bad drivers we got. People also thank the policemen for the good job they do. I know we got some bad ones. Thank your EMTs. Thank your fire department. And also thank them truck drivers. They don't get enough thank you. Look the food, the clothes, your automobile, your ice boxes, stuff like that. And the wood that's in your home. Think about the truck drivers. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have nothing. So thank the truck driver. God bless you. And thank you for watching Tom Cartwright 4375 on YouTube. God bless you all.